This is KLBK News at 10.
Today is no different than yesterday as far as the fact that we're all living our life without our loved ones. But we all still have to live it.
This day a year ago, it should have been just another normal drive back to Hobbs for the USW golf team, a trip they had probably made many times before, but this one ending much differently, with the team never making it home. Good evening, everyone. I'm Terry Furman.
And I'm Matt Still. A tragic crash ended the lives of 9 people that night and reminded us all that life can be so fragile. It's something Hayden and Chelsea Stone know too well. Their 18-year-old daughter, Lacey, was in that van.
Yeah, they tell our Jaxie Pigeon while it's an overwhelming pain that most couldn't even imagine, they've had to learn to live with it. Jaxie?
Matt, Terry, the Stone family is from Nocona, more than 5 hours from New Mexico. It's there in Hobbs at the University of the Southwest, where Lacey Stone was living her dream as a college golfer. Her only complaint about Hobbs was that there wasn't a Chick-fil-A in town. But outside of that, her parents tell me she loved her school, her coach, Tyler James, and her teammates, the same ones she would spend her final moments on Earth with.
What we were going through a year ago, I don't know if it'll ever get easier.
It's been 1 year since tragedy struck in Andrews County. Henrik Siemens was driving a pickup truck. He crossed the center lane of FM 1788 and would collide head-on with the University of the Southwest team van on their way home from the Tank Logics tournament. 8 Mustang golfers and their head coach were on board.
Our first phone call was a phone call somewhere around midnight, and it was just we can confirm that your daughter was on the bus.
That was a phone call around midnight that Lacey Stone's parents received after the crash. But it would be hours before they would find out if their daughter would survive the accident.
About 2 o'clock that on the 16th is when we got confirmation that she, along with several others, had passed. And it seems like from there it was kind of a blur. Obviously, we were upset, shocked. I think both of us hoped that we would get a call that they said, never mind, she's here. And we never did.
Of the 9 passengers in the team's van, only 2 players would make it out alive. Lacey, 5 of her teammates, and her coach did not. Through the devastation of losing Lacey, Hayden believes it all happened for a reason.
We truly believe that our daughter was where she was supposed to be. She was happy. She was with a group of people that she loved to be with. And the outcome of her being gone now is well above our decision making, and it was meant to be.
There was a lot of confusion surrounding what happened that night, and the uncertainty remains. One thing we do know is that authorities later ruled that Siemens had meth in his system.
We don't want any other family to ever have to feel like we do. And if we can change somebody's mind with driving when they shouldn't be, then we're gonna shout that as loud as we can.
The rest of that tournament would be canceled, and the University of the Southwest would be declared honorary tournament champions. In the 2023 edition of the Tank Logics tournament, each team wore sweatshirts with the names of the crash victims as a way to carry them with them throughout the tournament. The University of the Southwest competed again this year.
The reason why we play is to honor those, is to continue the legacy.
Coach Lester says 4 members of last year's roster made the brave decision to come back to play for the team this season, even after the heartbreak of losing their Mustang teammates.
It will forever and always be part of our program. We're battling to overcome this. We're going to overcome this. We're always going to remember, but we'll never forget.
Dayton Price and Hayden Underhill were the 2 that survived the bus crash last year. Coach Lester says the 2 have moved back home to Canada since then, but shared that the 2 were excited to be able to come back to Hobbs for the upcoming Memorial Tournament to honor their fallen teammates.